now that the race season's getting started and we take off across the country, driving and flying to places that I've never been to, or tracks that I've raced at but never really seen outside of the track grounds. A lot of times we don't even see what's 10 miles away. So going early or staying a day late now and getting to see all these farms and see retail locations across the country, usually it fires me up to want to go to work more and realize how much more I could be doing, because you see these guys and these families that have these operations and how much goes into it and how much work they've put in and what they've got now, but what they're building towards. A lot of people in the world are just trying to survive. They're just trying to make it to the next year. They're just trying to make that pay that next bill or make that next payment. And I've been there. We've all been there. I'm racing all different kinds of race cars, but you guys are farming more than one crop out here. What all are y'all doing?
Yeah, I was thinking we're kind of similar. We got a lot of different crops going, so we feel very diversified. And I was thinking about you last night, and I thought,
I don't know what I think about that, honestly.
Well, no, it's going to be good. So what I was thinking about, I was thinking about a driver like yourself being diversified, and in the points race. And what we do is kind of like the points race. We farm in several different crops, so we don't necessarily have to win the race. But if we finish good in every crop, then we really hit a home run. It's a pretty accurate planter, really. I mean, for what it is, it's pretty accurate. You don't want a lot of doubles. I see a few. You don't want any misses. I see one or two here and there. It's not, I wouldn't call it 100% precision, but it's not bad.
No. Well, it beats the alternative.
And the alternative is...
what is the alternative?
Do it by hand.
Yeah.
So we got some seed down here in the moisture where you want it.
That is.
Kind of deep.
That is good moisture.
See there? So.
How deep do you shoot for there?
So what I like is when I plant them, I like for my fingers to touch the seed and my thumb to rest on top of the row.
Yeah.
And then you get some wind erosion and whatnot, but that's our rule of thumb. And so, see the sprout coming.
Yeah.
So with the ground cool like it is, there's a little bit more sprouts.
Yeah.
And you want these to be real healthy white. Start seeing rust brown on them, you start to worry a little. So in another week, we'll come back, fertilize these, put more fertilizer, cultivate them, and then the field, in 3 weeks, this field will be green. You'll be seeing green.
You've got so much stuff going on.
There is a lot of different preparations we do. We would do certain things to a piece of ground for one crop that we may not want to do for, say, the potato crop.
Yeah.
Different things, and you kind of got to know those things. And
it's your first generation, so how in the world did you learn?
I tried to surround myself with the smartest farmers around here. I tried to pay attention to what they were doing and talk to them, and they were good to me as a kid. They would all talk to me, and I guess they might have saw something in us that was good, and made friends over the years because of it. But basically, it all boils down to your mistakes are learned, and it costs money to learn them. The best thing about growing up, I should say, is you're never through learning.
Well, man, thank you for today. That was awesome to see.
It's been great to see you.
Very eye-opening to get up here. Well, I'm a long way from Fort Myers, but this is still Florida, and it's cool to see how much you are really doing. This is quite the operation.
It's great to have you, and good to meet you, and I've got a lot of respect for what you're doing. And this is a token from our farm. This is a fresh head of cauliflower that we cut today. And when you win a race here, I wish you'd bust that on the concrete like you did a watermelon.
You want me to smash this
I want you to smash
if we
it.
win? Okay.
That's right.
All right. I think we can do a
If
little bit
not,
of both.
it'll make a great meal.
It will. It will.
All right.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Where'd you get this cauliflower? Like off the side of the road?
I just feel
farm. Like you were just driving down the road and Oh, look, cauliflower.
Shack on the side.
He did takes his machete out of the bag.
He's
cuts
like-
it down like bamboo.
He wins. He's like, fruit salad!
Hey, same thing, you know, I feel like we got the 3 best drivers here, 3 best spotters, and the best crew chiefs.
Sorry.
Main thing, have fun. You know what Matt Colley wants to do, win trophies. So we win trophies. It's the main goal.
Parts of it weren't so great. What's going on with these Colley cars?
Well, I mentioned Allmendinger, and now Chastain is in the red here by a good margin.
Yeah, I don't get it. That's weird. Both those cars being that far off the pace, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm sure. I know one person that doesn't either is Ross.
So 2 Colley cars have gone. They are currently 8th and 9th at the very bottom of the list, and both over 50 seconds, and we felt like we would see times down in the 47s to win the pole, and we would have thought maybe those Colley cars would have a chance to get it done.
Well, something was wrong with those cars, like with the engine. That has to be what it's all about. Something was wrong with the engine, maybe.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Over my head. What are the brake valves? Had the left front brake. The thought of us missing the race.
Well, sitting here with Ross Chastain, we have gone through the emotion spectrum today together now. I walked over here, we thought maybe you were in, then you were out. Now we just hear in Jeff Green's interview right there that he's actually going to give up his seat. You're going to end up in his race car later this afternoon.
Thank you to the Sieg family. That's very, very generous of Jeff and everybody, and Rod Sieg and all them. And still a Chevy, still ECR motor. But yeah, it's what you were just telling me. What he just said was the first time I'd heard it. So that's way to capture it on TV, man. That's good broadcasting.
And you can see Ross Chastain slides the right front. They told him don't slide him. They were looking at possibly right sides to see if they go lefts. Different car than he's used to. Steering box much slower. He's still down and away. Regan. Oh!
Justin Allgaier very happy with this race car all day long and all weekend. It's had speed. He doesn't want any changes, and he was not going to adjust his brakes for this stop getting into the box. Justin Haley, that race car, they wanted him to save a little fuel before the caution came out even. Don't slide the tires. That was the main thing for him.
Oh, 38
Ross
was
Chastain.
issued. Ross Chastain on the pit road. I'd say right front.
We'll have to go back and take a look at that. But where they're stopped right now, they're probably not out of the race, but out of contention for the win.
So it is Saturday night, about 10 p.m., and I am ready for bed. I hope I can go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, and this is all just a crazy dream, but I know it's not. We didn't qualify for the race today. The 10 and 16 car both missed the race. A terrible, terrible series of events happened. Mechanical failures that took us both out of the race. I was fortunate enough to get into Jeff Green's 38 car and get some driver points, but my team and I did not have a chance to go compete for the win as a group like we had prepared to. So, man, on to Vegas. Better things have to be ahead. This was a very humbling day, and I'm ready to get out of here now and go to bed.
Two to go. Boy, that was just textbook by Denny Hamlin. Can he put the block on? Oh, car. Oh! 77. That was Ross Chastain. Got down on the apron, turned him sideways up the racetrack.